Welcome back, everyone, to the Drink and Drum podcast, the podcast with all the vibes. I am one of three hosts. My name is Timon Nicholas, aka Mr. Terrible.
Signing in, Jaron Tomlinson, the young sheller, aka Pineapple Badman in the building. Wagwan.
And it's your boy, Everon Williams, aka Big Easy. You don't know what going on.
This is the unapologetic podcast with really good intentions. The socials, them located there at the bottom of this podcast right there. So make sure you hit us up and tell us what going on.
One thing, Timon, right? About my week. I didn't even know today was Friday. Dog, I was shook. It's only a couple hours ago I found out it was Friday now. That's when I messaged and I asked about it. That's when I found out it was Friday. Because Erica told me it was Friday.
That's how you go sometimes.
This is the life of the unemployed. I don't know anything.
I didn't remember how I met y'all. I just grew up in church with y'all niggas. I know everyone from being around.
No, that's what I'm saying. So you probably had an impression when you first saw us, when you first met and started talking. I realized that we kind of like just dumb. Just chatting shit
Yeah.
all the time. Yeah.
And
Yeah.
I'll get interview you and interrogate you, but like don't just convo like how I just chat and so.
I'll just throw y'all questions I answer.
Yeah. So you go. All right. Thank you guys for returning to another episode of the Drink and Joan. What's going on, guys?
Yeah. Medea.
What's up?
Yeah, so today we have a very special friend, Keaal Gardner.
Got a guest in the building.
I don't know if this name sounds familiar to any but from the last episode, we brought him up on this really crazy bike story.
It was the last one or the one before?
Yeah, no, I think it was the last one or the one before.
I love it, right? So I'm gonna interject here. Because right, everyone told me he wants me to come on the podcast. So I'm like, all right, I don't mind the boys, whatever the case. And now I'm not into like being spotlight kind of thing, being on social media like that. But I said, all right, I'll do it. It'll be fun, you know. Then when I messaged everyone and asked him, yo, what's the topic or whatever the case, he took a while to answer. Then I asked Timon gave me the rundown. So when everyone finally responded to me, I saw him type and I said, yo, Timmy, fill me and I already know. And then everyone said, I asked him, then he went on to say, yo, there's no real topic. But then again, Timon, he wanted to talk about some Buffalo again. Some of Buffalo. I said, this son of a bitch. The man wouldn't let me forget that fall off the bike, innit?
Bro, some things live with you till the very end. And that's one of them. And my biggest regret is not being there to witness it myself.
I was really like when it happened, I was really trying to downplay the severity of it. And I was like, yo, just
Oh, I could forget. So basically, right, I when we were going downhill, by the way, so I thought that if I fell, I'd probably slide, you know, like a skid. Nah, bruh. Flat on the ground. Bust open my chin. So Timon came and lied to my face. Timon told me, yo, you're all right, just go lie down. Timon said, go lie down, blood pouring from my face, right? Timon said, yeah, man, just lie down like a 5 minutes, you start you out now. Then our neighbor,
hold on.
he said, bottle to your house now.
Yo,
He
okay,
said,
let me say
"What
something
the
real quick. Right? So you mad at Timon for lying to you, but you lied to yourself, bro. You really thought that you was gonna fall on that gravel and slide?
No. You don't understand now. Remember, it's downward now. And with the momentum moving to going downward, I thought that when I hit, I would skid like probably roll.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying?
You
Go
would have
up my feet,
tumbled.
whatever the case is. Yeah, whatever you want to call it. I expected movement after the impact. That wasn't the case. Your boy landed like, you know, when you drop a piece of salami on the ground,
And boy, the splat.
basically that's how I felt. Yeah, flat.
Oh, so the boy to move
Flat.
again.
That was it. So when
Girl,
Timon
who
came up
kicked
to
in?
me and told me, yeah, you're safe, man. Yeah. Yo, so when Timon come up and tell me, yo, you're all right, boss. Just lie down, you're safe now. A big gash in my chin now. She say, our neighbor would drop right in front of she. She said, but boy, a fucking stitches you need now. She start cussing, go on and me there panic because boss, me never get stitches in for me life. And me here needles, this and that, boy, full panic mode. But that's a day to remember, boy. You know, I don't know how to feel about Timon lying to me, but I respect it.
I literally just remember Keaal coming, rolling up to school when the next day or a couple days later, and the boy whole chin just ban up. And the boy bleed through the bandage too. I'm like,
Yo, on the bright side, on the bright side, you grow a beard after.
Literally, bro. I feel like
Oh.
that scar is what made your beard start growing. Because I feel like that's where your first
That's
strands were.
cap. It's kind of cap because it was only growing on that spot. So
Yeah, I was saying that.
I used to have to use my scissors and cut the little hairs there because that shit was looking mad. So
Boy, beard outline like the stitches.
yeah, it's crazy. Yeah, I remember Barry. Some school my beard was going like Barry. You know, then Chinese master with the space between it, the center of the chin.
Personally,
it grow sideways. Just some beard
before y'all attack those beards, that's how my beard stay, right?
So
Moses used to part your beard. You had like, hair on both sides and nothing in the middle.
And it just barren none.
It was like an ass crack. I hear your ass crack.
Like I had two separate goatees.
And boy say you have a motorboat your face between some girl legs, you feel me?
Oh, I saw a fertilizer that. No.
If that was the case, boss, I'd have a beard in my eyebrow. But you know what?
Oh.
I get out of here. This PG, okay?
Yo, y'all fucking kill me.
So yeah, tell us about Jaron, man. What you remember about Jaron? Cause he was a menace.
So in Menace to Society, Jaron remind me of Trey Rog's character, the red shirt guy. Daddy Jaron. Daddy Jaron. Jaron just see what's the phrase that they have in our country again? What you name again? Donkey Dam, basically.
Oh, Donkey Dam.
That's Jaron. Yeah, Donkey Dam. That's the term. Daddy Jaron.
Yeah, when you say it's
the man literally a donkey dam. If you don't know, it's like a play on saying that the person is a stone as an ass then, and at the same time they just don't care. And that is the perfect way to describe Jaron. Jaron just don't give a fuck.
Boss, I knew of Jaron's effects and the way he affected his community before I knew Jaron.
Boss,
menace to society.
Boss, I was a tornado. Like really and truly, I was a tornado. I just come through, I fuck shit up, and then I go.
What's your business?
Perception of Jaron was different. But when I saw him, I just saw this guy as he have real anger problems, dog. Like, cause nothing this serious, nothing ever this serious.
We knew that he had anger issues, but it wasn't something that, you immediately just said, hey, let me associate Jaron with it. You just knew that Jaron didn't care much for anything and that nobody could tell him anything. He does what he wants when he wants to.
Yeah,
man, bad man.
And he was funny, so that helped.
yeah, definitely. And he wouldn't be able to stomach a man like that. You see, he'd be an Alex then, you feel me?
Oh.
No, it's
y'all gonna step on one leg name now.
One Lex.
Pants?
Yeah, Pants.
Yo, Pants. If you hear this, right, all in goodwill, joke out with my friend.
Where's the hiding?
Go looking at.
Oh, the water smoke.
Nah, Alex a different man, boy.
Yeah.
Nah,
honestly, but compared to Jaron,
you can't bring up brother. You see, and that's where the competition stiff, right? Because no, you were talking about Jaron anger problems a while ago, right, Timon? And I can't tell who had the greater anger issues. To check if it was Jaron or Alex.
Honestly, I didn't even think I had anger problems, bro. Because I feel like I was very calm. Yeah, I was just a menace, bro. Like, I feel like I was just calm all the time. And I did it for the thrill of it.
And I feel like Jaron, when he was mean mugging, was for show. Like, not even for show, but just for for
nah, because you gotta keep the appearance up. If I don't keep the appearance up, somebody going like that two-fetching gangster, I'm gonna have to prove myself, pride.
No. You see, you got your guy all wrong. You have to look nice and then be gangster, check.
No, see,
that is one of the most effective.
No.
Never watch anime.
Boss, Jaron,
Italian people look like the sweetest people out there, and then next thing you know, they're running our mafia, organized crime ring, and all kind of man.
Check.
I feel like it's more effective that way.
Nah, Jaron, the type of man, literally, all of us would be standing up in a line, just cooling, and Jaron would be the only one standing in the line, burning calories. This nigga over there just putting up that front just to look mean, bro. The more waving side to side, you move the weight from your left foot to your right foot, and you look around, and the boy how you rag on your head, and the boy chew cat, and the boy does a look around. I'm like, boss,
boy,
you're sweat no.
the boy hit there with the Jamaican hip lead.
That's right.
No, you need to understand the boss. Boss. Man, a bad man all the time.
But it wasn't until I really got to know man. So I was like, you know what, this guy Jaron is just a different man. But like I never had no full judgment. Like cause in second farm I don't know, you weren't really in trouble. Well, I don't know if you got in trouble a lot because you just only really come and talk like Timon and so. But you never does really be
Jaron was in problem. It was in trouble consistently.
Yeah, I never witnessed most of it.
Anytime we people to the class, we walk in the hall with Miss Maris and Jaron in something.
Mr. Tomlinson?
My first year, she put me on like a watch list or some shit. Like I was on a behavioral evaluation, some shit, bro. Some shit. Like my first year, she didn't like me, straight up. I'm gonna go with that. She didn't like me.
See, I was a like respectable person.
Bro, one time, bro, she pulled out that little paddle with the tape on it. She thought, well, she gonna hit me. I'm like, nah, bro, you better send me home. she told me, don't come back until I take the hit. To this day, she ain't hit me, and I went back to school.
Yeah, bro, don't you just go back to school all the time? You're like suspended and so.
Yeah.
I see my name, uniform and all kind of stuff just outside the gate, like
outside the gate.
Can't get in, boy.
No, I was bored back home.
I know I was sneaking and go hide in the bathroom.
Go play game with Chris.
I'm man different.
Nah, yeah, like the way how them man just enjoy life though.
Me just try for get suspended and he never work out. Because the teachers and everything have them in me.
So
right, you don't fit boy to try to get the suspension and they just blame somebody else. Keaal not nobody there.
Nah, him.
They see him commit the act now. It's like
blood
that's not
in my hand.
The boy have the murder weapon.
I know you that, boss.
Yeah, but have the murder weapon. They should have look the blood on my hand.
They're like, nah, that's not him. That's not him.
Not Mr. Gardner.
Afraid, man. That's all you're
right. Because camera, right? Camera. No, you see, I would agree with you if camera didn't exist to check because camera been consistently in trouble.
Yeah.
And when daddy just come up at the school, Miss Morris, you see Miss Morris up and right in front of the office on top of the little balcony there. And when she see Kenny come, Miss Morris just shakes her and walks in the office because she doesn't know the tornado come. You check like Jaron.
Yeah.
Okay, that take it to a whole story. But them man made dead ass stuff like you know Jaron back into them then. Them man just be bullies.
Who Cameron them?
No, Wayne and
Oh, Wayne and them. Oh, come and say Cameron.
Can you Wayne tell our a story? Oh, I don't even think I was there. They were telling a story like how back in the day when they used to be in school, they used to be on the choir. I'm like, choir? So I bet you were buff since you were like kids. Choir? What's some meaty ass people gonna do on the choir? But the man said the people on the choir used to travel and go singing competition, and that's where they met all the overseas ladies. And I was like, bro, I would have never.
We met them to the church.
I would have never. Bro, that had to be a plan. The man said, yo, all them girls singing now. And they travel. That's beer food. That's international food right there.
It's one of them best behavior for make that trip there, boy.
But I
still don't believe the story from my father, so doing that's like unbelievable.
Bro, I sort of had a plan like that, you know. Like I joined the track team, right? So that I can go around with the track team and get all the bitches. But I got one girl and then I left.
Boys so belly full.
That boy don't bad.
You should have joined Adventist Church earlier because we used to go camps like all over the Caribbean. Like
how much you pick me on hustle?
You see if you wouldn't see them again.
Well, must sound like a real Antigua.
Yeah, a real black man.
It's okay, guys. None of us are trash here. We're all respectable, decent young men. Okay.
Because when I go to get the milk at the store, my parents see hear me. My kids will see me again. Right?
That's right. That's right.
Boy, like a boomerang.
It depends on the day.
All right, I got to figure out who your girlfriend is and then show her these red flags, boy.
You check? I can slide she notes
you
under
see,
the table.
on that topic of showing her the red flags, women love that shit. Jaron gonna be okay.
I've been seeing it on my timeline on all social medias, like red flag, and I
Red flag shit.
refuse to read what's behind those red flags.
Oh, let me read them.
I refuse.
We read all of them. If you drive a
Some of them
Honda,
40 bars.
if you drive a Honda, red flag.
That is me.
If you name starts with J, red flag. But yo, I swear to God, this one girl was talking about me, boss, because she said, if you're a Capricorn, red flag. If your name starts with J, red flag. If you drive a Honda, red flag. Bro,
Okay,
like,
question, Keaal.
Shit funny, dog. Yeah, talk to me.
Do you understand the zodiac signs or symbols or anything like that, or you don't follow it?
I understand what they try to do with them, but I don't agree with women basing relationships and saying that a relationship will go this way because you're this sign.
Right?
I just find it to be a load of bullshit.
Because
it even reached to a point where I was explaining to them. So what's happening is a basic like use of psychology. So you have how much billions of people in the world. So when you make a certain claim, people within that group can relate. So you can say, hey, Taurus is a very headstrong people, and more likely than not, you'll find a Taurus in the immediate vicinity. They'll say, yeah, that's true. I know Taurus who hard-headed.
Mhm.
And then if you say the same thing with Capricorn, somebody will relate. So it just depends on what they put in front of it. So they had this specific girl talking about it. So I told her, she said, so I told her I was a Virgo or whatever the case be. And then I started to act like the arrogance, whatever the case may be. And she was like, yeah, you see, that's so typical you Virgo men, y'all just pull
Yeah, that's what they just fall for the
Then
traps.
I said, bitch, I'm actually a Capricorn. You got free.
All that.
Bro, it's like you have so much of time over the length of years that they can just come up with a thing that can work or fit for you in that, time space.
Yeah,
like they have time to perfect it.
Yeah, that's true.
But my thing is, right?
That's how it is. It's like,
all these toxic traits, because like these women always saying, oh, this one is bad or that one is bad. So there's nobody ever saying this one is good. So I want to know what God's Capricorn sign is. Because I asked it on Twitter like early and somebody was saying he's like Capricorn and Sagittarius. And I just want to know what God's toxic traits were, Because like in the Bible, God was like a real troublemaker.
He was too forgiving.
No. First all, this man talking about this old lady losing his shit, turning over tables. Bro, somebody even mentioned that
my
on
favorite
Twitter.
one was when he strike the guy down when he tried to lift back up the Ark of the Covenant. That's definitely a toxic trait.
Boy, so I touch him something for.
The man said, "Come touch me," and the man see him falling down and said, "Let me just help you, boss. Say don't fall."
Was it in him and say left arm?
Low key, I believe if he may let him drop, God would have strike.
God would kill everybody. How am I chop them? How?
That's right, man. God would have say, how dare you let me fall on the ground, touch this
like
floor?
throw yourself on there or something.
So basically, boys, is collateral damage. God bless that man.
Yeah, his family get rich after,
Yeah, you don't know if your forefathers would have probably died in that movement, whatever the case be.
Nah.
Like that would just go for any whole generation.
Nah.
Wait till I just say, no, black men were moving with Abraham. I don't like the way you think.
No, see what happened was that guy who tried to save the ark from falling and died, his family got upset and wanted revenge, right?
On who?
So they created slavery.
I know it wasn't. I know.
Jesus was a black man. They created slavery.
That's make it that they didn't want to got toxic traits, so I would believe it. Watching people suffer for 300 years.
I feel his only toxic trait though is him being jealous.
He's a jealous God.
He announced that too. He's like, I am a jealous God.
First off, God is a real man. This man just admit his faults, not say, hey.
Yeah. No, put them in the commandments.
This is my baggage. You still want me?
Yeah, only he would put that straight up in the commandment and say, listen, this is the reason why you can't do them. Yeah, the man telling you, listen, I can't worship no other God because you jealous, you check?
Talk like that.
Talk done. Point blank period.
And the Indians are like, whatever, we don't need you.
Yeah.
And then they went with the rest guys. Okay, no, they have more than one God. That's the play on here. Sorry. All right, moving on. So how was your week, Keaal?
Exhausting. So,
Yeah, what do you do,
because of
Keaal?
the pandemic or whatever the case is.
This man say
Nah,
panoramic.
you see, then everybody could just pandemic, fever. Pandemic, let's see.
Uh,
So, right. Nah, I know. It's when you tell people to say both. So, whatever. All right. So, basically, y'all, my family has a few businesses. We have 3 clothing stores in town. We have our farm down in Newfield.
hey.
So, basically, I'm in charge of managing, you know, those things, the businesses. So, that's what I do. So, your boy real busy. He only
Yeah, I
has free
realize.
time on the weekend. So it's been really exhausting too because of COVID, the pandemic.
Mm.
So we had to let go a few workers because times are not optimal,
Oh
whatever the case may
no.
be. So I had to pick up a lot more
But yeah, fire
weight, so to
camera.
speak. No, we can't find camera there too.
You want camera bun on the
So
place?
it's basically the family, a check. But we bring some workers in on the weekend because daddy can't make me work on Saturday, check.
Mm.
Margie, not gonna have that.
Okay.
Man, like, what you gonna ask for? You don't know.
Like no,
Margie play?
literally, right? I would have go to churches, right? While you beg me and stuff to go to church, like, it was just lazy, you check. In that case, I'm gonna want to go, you check. I'm thankful for all the blessings I've received, or whatever the case may be. But it's just like you feel a different level of laziness Saturday morning. But I don't know how to
Bro,
explain it.
I
No, dog.
know.
Like
You know
you
the
But I
see,
don't know
time,
what
you
God,
know
it
the
is.
time my
Jesus.
mom be sending me messages telling me, come join the Zoom call and let's have church. And I'm just
bro.
like,
But Tima,
church?
you have an issue. You have an issue. That's not even being lazy. You just
Yeah,
want to
because
go
you
to
need
church.
to touch the button, boss. That's all you have
Okay,
to do.
let me tell you,
You
I
you
wake up
literally
late.
can multitask.
By the time I wake up, church done. Or by the
Boss, the
time I'm
least you could
ready,
do is go in and even go back to sleep while you're playing.
You check.
Just to show your
At
face.
least, yeah.
The very
At
least.
least join the chat.
that's
Holy.
deception. And I'm not
No.
no snake. Because God be standing up on snakes in the Bible. Okay? Bro, imagine you are walking to the Garden of Eden, right? And you see God dirty walking on the snake neck. Like
Tima, what?
the boy Crip walking on the snake tail and stuff. Like, yeah, Satan, son of a bitch.
Tima, only you would.
Alright, can I make my brain run loose now? That you want to tie. Tie.
Nah. But like my Oma used to tell me some stories back in the day when like he had cows. I hate fucking cows. Anyways,
Hey,
um
Tima, old man just kill me, dog, right? Tima, old man, one of the most mystic people you ever meet, right?
Boss,
My
Tedzilla.
favorite, my, my favorite story, right? That Tim and old man ever tell out with pigs. So I always thought that in nature, or in general, you know that when you eat a certain amount, you need to stop because you're full.
Mm.
But Tim and old man would normally feed the pigs or whatever the case may be. But the one time he threw out the food, he left all the food there without like rationing it out. And he basically said the pig ate to death. He came back and he found the pig lying up on the belly sideways with 2 foot and a stick out. You know, like when a man get knocked out the UFC.
Yeah.
You know, when a man get knocked out, we call him beer pop,
Yeah, the boy stiff.
like that. But basically, I don't remember. He been going to teaching us young people a parable or some lesson basically to the what was he stated like not to be greedy or something like that with money or whatever the case. But look at us now, chasing the man.
man, but
I mean, bro,
we
Yeah,
all need
nothing.
that bag
no.
though.
Chasing the bag isn't being greedy, bro.
In,
It's like
in the
it's not
grand
like
scheme of things, money not gonna do anything for you. What God say in the Bible again?
You
It is
want 10% of
easier
our money.
for it is 10% on dollar how much it be easier for paying it.
That's if you're
10
making a
cents.
dollar.
this is the thing. But
Dollar. My point
after
is
that
the
10,
less money, the better.
no. Because
It
he
is
listen, right?
easier for a camel to crawl through the eye of a needle than
Talk
for
to
a
them,
rich
Keaal.
man to
Talk to
enter
them.
into the gates of heaven.
Back then, hear you.
Firstly, that is incorrect. There's no fucking way a
No,
camera crawling through no fucking needle. And
First
bro,
off, don't let them trick you, dog.
it's
and
not
then bro,
necessarily the
Don't
eye of
let
the
them
needle.
trick
for
you
the
in the parable
bro for
because
the I know for the amount of time, right? For the amount of the time, right? That's the Bible was like translated, bro. That literally just don't make any sense to me. Like I just cannot understand it. I can't wrap my head around it. It just don't make
When
sense.
you can't wrap your head around it, think about it, right? The more money you have is the more greedy you get. There's never anyone who's content with where they're at when they're wealthy. You're always
Right.
on the verge, or you're always on a mission to get more than what you had before. Even if you can live sufficiently for the rest of your life, you still want more money, even though it's not benefiting you in any way. So what happens is you have a certain obsession with that, and then you're not willing when you get to a certain point and you have so much wealth, you're not willing to let go of it. For how much of us here really can tell ourselves,
You know,
yo,
that's bro.
we build this mansion, we have this car, we have this pool, we have all the women and so you really can give that up for going to heaven? I mean you could, but it's harder for a man like that, you check.
Yeah.
So I
So,
kind of
Bro, I'm
understand where
telling
it's
you,
coming
right?
from.
Like, if I was rich, right? Like, I would be
Mm.
really happy, and my money would circulate through the fucking economy because I'm going to do bullshit, bro. I'm going to buy a whole lot of cars, and I'm going to play bumper cars with real cars, and when the airbag hits you, that means you're out. I'm going to hire a professional tracker to find me wherever I go across the world, bro. You need to understand, right? Like, there's people out here who they want more, bro. I just want enough to fuck around.
oh,
That's
facts.
all I want to do. Fuck around, bro.
For me, you see, I think that's the problem with black people, you check on why we can't. It's very rare for black people to acquire generational wealth. Is because we can't stop this out for a little bit. Soon as I get a little money, instead of expand and do something with that money,
Nah,
I
but
feel the need to buy a chain, buy cars, or whatever the case be. For me, goal for set for me, for what you call it, to build an empire so that the generations that success me leading on have it easier than I have it right now.
Yeah,
I
that's
go
why I keep you
be.
around.
I go. Yes,
That's
this
the goal.
this nigga smart as fuck,
That's why I
right?
keep you around.
No, I'm always surprised because like he always have like a wealth of knowledge just right there sitting down, and then he just pull it out like out of nowhere. He's like, bro, you been sitting on this for the longest while. Why you didn't share with us earlier? You know?
That time and
Nah,
place. The boy play it right.
he playing his card right for
Play it
sure.
right. That's why I
But
keep you
nah,
around.
when it comes to like making generational wealth, I want the first and actually the second and third generation to have my shit. Fuck the rest, work for your own shit. Right? So if I have like I get into real estate and I have 2 homes and they bring me enough money for me to survive and just do my hobbies, that's my income. I can
Mhm.
retire and not work because I have these to keep paying me and also save.
Okay.
Right?
You see, what people forget, what people often forget, right, Timon,
Mm-hmm.
is that when you make these investments, they don't pay for themselves immediately.
Oh no, for
So
sure.
it
No, I
takes
get
many
that.
years. Remember, so hold on. So, right, what happens is when you make certain investments, we remember that you won't be cashing in the profit. It will the profits. It will be the generation following. Because
Mm-hmm.
by the time, say you build a building for um $5 million and you collect a rent of say 100,000, whatever the money, you realize that you don't make back the money you put into that building until how much time has passed, if you
Yeah.
understand what I'm saying.
No, I get
So
you.
you only start to reap the benefits afterward. So like my dad was giving me an example. It's funny how these topics come up because I think it was just this week he was giving us an example, right? On how black people tend to be fall behind. And we like to blame the system a lot because it's not one factor alone that affect black people, is like more than one.
It's bear.
So you gave us an example with the Hadids and so, right? And you realize that the father came down and he struggled, whatever the case be. Then he had his kids, and then his kids had their kids, and look at it now, everybody living good. So the thing is that if the sooner the better, because my dad started for me, right? So I may get some time, like maybe in probably the near future, to enjoy myself to a certain extent,
Yeah.
not go wild.
No,
You
I get you.
understand? But
Yeah.
remember, when you're starting, you have to make the sacrifice. So that's why I keep telling people the earlier the better.
Especially and when you look at them Syrians and stuff in Antigua for real, them man came to Antigua as immigrants that didn't have shit, selling clothes and material out of a bag on their foot every day. How many black people
Them
willing
ones
to
used
walk
to
down the
run
road
to
and do that?
Newfield.
That Migo man all over.
Man, but so glad Timon said so. How you reach a new field on your foot? Big man, people
Boss.
in Antigua doesn't say new field behind God back. And you will tell me you will lock that suitcase.
That boy, they
And
ready.
then
Inside,
the boy come back with
inside.
a pickup and so I sell
The
pots
check.
and pans. I'm saying, wrong.
Big man.
Yeah, boss, I
Probably
tell
first
y'all.
time you ever see a man of that color now. when the man come up deep for me glass the outside, me tell mommy that you a white man outside.
You
Me never see a
check.
white man for me
Me
like
try
you.
figure what he do up on the gallery. A white man
You
just
check.
with a bag of shit.
Yeah,
Why does a suitcase for you back? I don't understand. So it's sure they're willing to,
they're
do
willing to put in the
what it
work.
takes.
And then the black
Yeah,
people
I
look
mean,
down on them
like
and
I'm
say, Bob,
saying,
you never do that. And look who run the country. Look who all who
look
have
what
all the big businesses and stuff now. And we see that in front of our eyes and don't do anything with that
And don't do
information.
nothing. But isn't
nothing
Hadid
whatsoever.
isn't Hadid like monopolizing Antigua though? Like doesn't he have his hand in literally everything at this point?
You know, he
It's
had
not
behind in there,
necessarily
he worked for
monopolized.
Putum in there.
Go ahead,
Yeah,
Keaal.
you check. So people are bad. Yeah, I'm saying that I agree, which I don't necessarily agree with him saying that he monopolized anything because he doesn't have a control of one specific market
Yeah,
Okay.
or
yeah.
specific utility because it's shared with the government. You understand? So
Mm.
whereas they may control a specific grid with the current, they don't control the whole island. I mean, they had one time when they threatened to lock down the half of the island. That's a different story because the government wasn't paying them. That was a
Yeah, they
scare.
kind of owe
I
them.
can
They
never
just had
forget
more
that
leverage
moment.
over them.
Oh,
Yo,
big man,
that was
that
such
was
a
a drama.
struggle.
So,
You check,
so you
imagine, right?
literally give the man more power than government.
Exactly. This, which is not really more, right? But it's crazy because the people argument was, yo, how can you give one specific family that much power to like, be able to have a tug of war with the government itself? And I find it strange how people basically just disregard the man and them hard work and how much work they put to get to the place that they're at.
Bro,
So
the
the man and them work hard. They were smart. They were strategic about what they were doing. So at the end of the day, they deserve it. You understand?
It's like
And
bro,
you
them
can say
mans
the
have a
government
support
fault
system
and
where they support
lapse in
each
judgment.
other.
the Antiguan
Yes.
community itself is strange because they have so much of the power and they just let the government do
Mhm.
whatever they want because of popularity. Which
So a
I don't get.
Chinese and all too. Chinese
Bro,
and all too. They're running. So what happened is, right, Daddy, funny. Daddy told me this week how a Chinese man was making an illustration. He said he can open the same business as a black man, the same exact business like the
Same
black
thing.
man right next to him and run him out of business.
Easy, easy.
And that's because black
Easy,
easy.
people.
easy.
It's because black people don't support each other. You understand? They
To
Boss.
be
prefer to support because what happens is we have a bad man. We call it here in the Caribbean. Well, then again, I think it's a universal terminology where you say
Crab
crab
in a
or
barrel.
praise, crab in a barrel, crab in a bucket
Crab in a barrel
mentality.
mentality. Yeah.
Because every time one about to escape, you pull them down. You understand? And that's
Boss.
what happens because they will look
Yo.
at you, right? They will look on you and they will say, "Yo, you doing too good, you'll get too rich." And instead
It's
of
like,
come and support another black man, and then when a black, you see, if it was just a case where we support each other, the money would not only circulate in the economy, it would circulate amongst
among
us.
us. Literally, boss.
Exactly. So they
Boss.
decide, hey, let me make this Syrian man or this
Mm.
Chinese man rich. You understand? So that's why I'm not here for it when black people are always talking about, oh, systematic racism, blah blah blah. Because while that does play a part in it, it's not the only factor. Yeah.
And that's the problem I find that we have because like literally we always looking at what each other have, and as somebody get a little bit more, you feel like, oh, then I deserve that, or why they must have that, why I must be spending my money, and they over there getting rich off of it. Like I
That's a
remember
bad
when,
mind.
like when what was that? Back in it was 2007, right? That was when like everyone was born and stuff, right? And that's when we got the gray CRV we have, right? And I remember
Mm,
us
yeah.
getting it and daddy parking it up at home and covering it down in front of the house because he don't want nobody necessarily know he buy a new vehicle.
Yeah.
Because literally
Yeah,
the
because
chat
it's
is
strife. That's insane
yeah.
too.
For a good while after we still using the old vehicle go down the road and we only drive the new ones on weekends, right?
all right, guys. Pause, everyone. Pause.
Mhm.
Everyone is a mother's guy because everyone lives in a fucking mansion, okay?
Man, shut.
We went
There we
over,
go.
me and John went over by everyone a Saturday evening for a Saturday lunch, right?
Hold on. Go back to school. Go back to school. Because Timon always talking about Everett and Everett house, right? And I didn't know what to expect because Timon say Everett house big. Everett say, boy, my house, my house, all right. Timon say, boy, Everett house huge.
That boy modest.
Everett say, my house slightly bigger than all right. Yo, Ross,
That's a cap. Stop the cap.
I go over to Everett house, right? And I say Marco, and everyone didn't hear me while he was inside the house.
Bro, when we first came into this man yard, we like, whoa, yo's big boy. And we will walk to the front door. Now his
The
man's
boy
like,
has 7 big god dog.
yeah. And he said,
Yeah,
that's
like
not the main
I
house, that's
thought it
the
was
dog house.
Stop.
But
Is
the
that-
boy dog
I'm
house
tired,
as
yeah.
big as my bedroom.
boy,
I'm pretty
boy
sure
had
the
a
dog
Scooby-Doo
house
house.
could hold in my vehicle. This
No,
big
Man's
ass
can't
house.
find this
mine.
world.
The man
Let
have
me
Hey,
live.
sorry,
he have
Everett, I'm sorry, but
acres
I'm
of
have to
land behind
confirm
his
these boys'
house.
claims. Because I went to pick up Everett at the time when we were going movies, and I witnessed the marvel that you guys speak of.
Bro,
Yeah.
Everett
The
has
funny thing is, I got lost when I was trying to get to Everett, and then when I saw the house, I said, "I'm really fucking retarded because I missed
You
that
missed that
landmark."
big ass,
bro,
right? Yes.
bro. Like Everett has to carry a water bottle when he taking out the trash.
Bro, I'm pretty sure
Bro,
he's like, I'm pretty sure he's like some kind of, duke or something. The man's got wealth.
Clearly, royalty.
Royalty, man, royalty.
Yeah,
And,
and I love to see it. I love to see it.
and
You
he's
check.
so humble. Gosh.
What the girls be saying on Instagram again? Normalize having wealth in the black community. You feel me?
Man, he have it all. The man live Fisher's Creek now. You know what that stands for? Williams.
Like Lion Hill stand for Nicholas.
Okay. Hold on.
yo,
Ladies and gentlemen, here Timon talk about me. Timon, our whole hill.
Timon, they had a whole
Yes, sir.
village, man.
A whole village.
Timon, they have their own
Lion Hill.
community.
We have to say about that now, Timon.
Nicholas Hill.
You know what's
They
funny?
might have to make a Lion Hill extension go over by we call it Roadhouse Day, so that people besides Nicholas can actually have land.
You know what's funny? So my dad was the first person to move on top of that hill. And then somebody like cut a road and then just came and built his house there.
Timon Oldman is the one y'all heard it from his mouth.
But it's funny because like when my dad decided to start building a house on the side of the hill, everybody thought that he had money. Like, oh, look at this guy building. And back in the day, like 3,000 was like for 2 plots of land. You could get, I was wondering why he didn't buy the whole hill.
Man said, I don't need it.
Yeah, he was like, who gonna cut all that land? I was like, you're right.
Bro.
It's like, as soon as he said it, it made sense because I didn't even like cutting the 2 plot. So I'm glad in a sense. But in my head, I'm just like, bro, but think about the future and my kids. He's like, nah, work for you want.
Yeah.
I was like, all right.
Yo, easy living.
That sound like Timon Daddy. Nah, I ain't lie.
Nah, but like
Realistic,
people used
for
to think that my dad and them had money, but this man was like working hard. Like, because at the time he was a chef at Half Moon Bay. And when he met
Making that
mommy,
big man.
yeah, he was making money. When he met mommy, and so that's when he decided to make a house and so because like I guess he started planning when he met mommy and he started building his house.
Pause.
So what he had to end up doing, go ahead.
People was right because Timon, your parents had money because Timon, ever since I know you, right? Ever since we got acquainted with each other, your parents are unemployed and they had money flowing through still.
All right, I like that. Let me get to that just now.
Right?
So
Darren drive a solid ball, you know.
okay, let me get to that, man. So what happened is daddy had to sell all his cattle, right? To get enough money to buy a car so he can like, get to work and get mommy to work and stuff, because whatever. And that's what he used the money and so to buy his vehicle and to buy blocks and stuff for the house. And he just kept adding on each year and moved into it, right?
How much cattle he sell?
I don't remember how much he had. I don't think he gave me a number, but I know he had to sell like all his cattle. Say it's a good amount of money he made. Right?
One definite number, boss.
No, it was. I'm assuming it's not that much because it's back in the day, like whatever.
The man sell enough cattle for buy a car on the spot, and he gonna sell a lot. Well, you capping, dog. What curious?
What house and land?
Right? And then he started working at the hotel. But when I was born, a hurricane came and mashed up his job place, so he and mom was now unemployed, right? So then daddy picked up construction with my Uncle Tony, and they were working at jobs at Blue Waters and all that kind of stuff, just pouring concrete and whatever, right? So that's where the bulk of the rest money came. Then it came to a point where the construction business kind of slowed down because not everybody was really getting into it, like buying their own pump trucks, and then they didn't need ours, right? That's
I'm
all
sure my
out new
uncle know your
field.
dad and stuff.
That's where Mickey come into play.
And yeah, a ton of people in the village was like getting into trucks and construction and all kind of stuff. So the job was getting scarce. So daddy and them started work from home. So then that's when mommy was just like, for Pugs in them, dad. No, most of them had the trucks in them too, but Mickey and I was running like heavy construction with Wilkie's and Newfield and all kind of places, right? So I don't know where he got into it, but he was pushing him hard, right? So at that point, no, mommy was just like, yeah, no construction work really coming like that, and we need money. And mommy just loved cooking, so she would always just stay in the kitchen cooking. Dang, I would wake up in the morning, she cooking. I'll come home from school, she's still cooking, and I'm just like, I don't eat that much. So where is food going or coming from?
remember, I don't have any life because my childhood is broken. So, everyone, I would get up at my house maybe like 9:30. I reach a Timon house 10 o'clock. Daphne cooking from 10 o'clock until I leave Timon house 11 o'clock in the night.
She cook for the next
Daphne
day.
still there cooking.
Yo, every day she cooked, dog.
And
she's like, not easy, nothing.
One time, bro, Daphne had me rolling, bro. Cause, bro, it was like me and Timo, like I remember what me and Timo was doing, right? But it was like 1 a.m, and I hear the washing machine turn on.
Yeah.
She's out there, boss. That's why I never leave Timon house on my belly full.
Never.
Yeah, so she always been doing work. So mommy realized that some bills need to pay, jobs kind of so she decided, all right, she can start sell her food to like some people and stuff. And she went to the mission and they started hiring her as a caterer, and then she got a job at the school. So most of the money started out with mommy selling gluten and then started doing catering. So all that time, daddy was getting money from like pension and just small jobs. And then afterwards, I think he started working with Sharika's dad. Because I don't know, daddy and people get along well. So Sharika dad kind of like trusted him with like
I don't
managing some stuff now and
I don't think anybody can hate Teddy.
Yeah.
I don't think nobody can hate Teddy, dog.
Nobody. He just have this thing,
dog,
like this.
It's literally impossible to hate Teddy. It's just impossible.
I can't even get mad at the man for nothing. He could have done the most out of hand thing, out of pocket thing, and I feel like I just say, you deserve it. You deserve it, right?
Like Timon kind of inherit that too.
Nah, he still was around thump after my head.
Nah, bro. Like I hate Timon, bro.
Nah, man, Timon definitely give me that kind of vibe. Check.
I don't know what Timon, you know.
First off, I know they're trying to discredit me now. No.
Keaal, I know I tell you this before, right? But how much of man Timon tea from me, boss?
None.
No, whoa. Hey, Timon, yo, funny, right? Over the long weekend, Timon actually came up with one of our conversations, right? I went by Snowy and them, and the twins were there, Courtney and Daniel, and went for the case with me, right? And we had a conversation about, like some guys in school, because Kevin also came up and Courtney said about like her relationship with Kevin and stuff. Yeah, so they were saying, right, that boss, I wouldn't believe who in that like group with Kevin and so in that class was getting bitches, right? That boy said, Tim one, said, yeah. You could have confirmed that claim. They don't believe Jara. And think, oh, yes, Jara woman and
bro, I went to meet this girl. Bro, I went to meet this girl somewhere now. And Timon step over to the girl, right? And then time to write Timon, he like that's when Timon was going through a phase, right? So he had his messy afro, bro. Like his shit was cooler than Wiz Khalifa, bro. And Timon pushed his head back, right? Like he kind of flick his head back, right? And you see Timon here, like it kind of bounced. And the girl look into Timon's eyes, right? And the girl moved from my eyes.
Yeah,
for me, hell no. I just walk with Timon. But the same evening, right? Like I'm texting. Same evening, me text the girl, the girl asked me about who my partner be. I said, right, Tim. So I send the girl Timon number. It broke my heart, right? To give the girl Timon number and give Timon the girl number. And then you know what happened? Timon dubbed the girl after.
Yes,
Bag.
sir.
Like Tim on thief, my gal that you shoot.
Dear. What is it? Bag. Garbage. We don't recycle around here.
And that was another fun
Technically,
fake
we did
fact.
recycle.
It was real. I've heard it too many times to deny it now. On multiple sources.
Tim on boy
That was-
Patrice. Who else did?
Yeah. That's a fact. Even I can confirm that, boss. Tim man have some kind of charm, yo.
Yeah, and them boss. It's his eyes.
Tim on boss. No, you
The
want to
gobsy,
for real?
the
No.
gobsy, you know?
Bobs, yeah, them.
Tim on, it was sometime in school, right? Like we had like exams, right? And because man doing exam, like he got a lot of time during the day because he is supposed to be studying, but I was never really bad at my schoolwork and I never picked up a book to study shit. So yeah, like I had mad time. So bro, I flirt with the girl and I get this girl, bro. Like y'all give me she number and everything. No. I'ma link up the gal with Tim. I don't know why I do it now, because I always do it to myself. But link up one gal with Tim on, and then boom, then want Tim on. Then love me no more.
And you keep him around?
Yeah, that's a one-sided story because that's not that I don't remember.
But Tim on, what's the other side of the story?
The story is it never happened. I never used to even hang out with Jaren, to be honest. It was more me and it was more me and my cousins. That's what I'm with. Okay.
No,
And Jaren not even that close. We're not even that close.
You and Jara may basically joint at the hip. Whenever she Jara, they can see you.
Yep.
Right?
Oh, you see?
At any time of day or night, no.
I feel like that's incorrect.
Jaran, no,
like
I'm
that's
gonna forget
incorrect.
about boy Timon case, right? I forget about boy Timon case now because clearly you have some fault to share in this. If every time you bring a girl on Timon, the same thing happens, right? You have
Yes,
a
sir.
borderline insane because you're expecting a different outcome when you know what will happen. When you go with the girl next time,
Bro,
this right?
let me tell you, right? Jaran, right? This one time, we at school, right? And this fifth form girl caught his attention, right? Actually,
What's your name? I was joking.
She married now. She married now. Right?
Okay.
Big man.
Yeah, big woman, right? And
okay.
she had a little thing for John, right? Because I don't know what she heard in her classes, but clearly she heard something. She come and started talking to Jaren and she started flirting up. But John's like, oh, so this is what these fifth form girls be bringing, right?
Mm-hmm.
So they going on, they meet at this water and this man fucking it up in the beach and all kind of thing now. And then this man come back and say, yeah, boy, I take more left she. So in my head, I'm just like, all right, so let me hear this. Right? He said, I don't know. I don't know.
No. I was looking out for her best interest. Because mind you, dog, I was in second form. Right?
I know what happened. No, shut up. I know what happened.
This is what happened. Syndrome.
This is what happened. So we're in Newfield. So Whistle, Steel, and Cartoon, that's Gavin and Devane, we're talking about it, right? Yeah. So they realized that Jaran was dating. They realized Jaran was dating his girl, right, from fifth form. That's like basically their class.
Yeah.
And Jaran was like a class or two lower than his girl, right?
3 classes lower.
So this man was just like,
a farmer man of the dog.
So that man's like, oh yo, she a freak dog, blah 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 blah. Things she be doing with the brush head and all kind of stuff. And this is me, brush. Oh my goodness, what? Right? So now Jaran kind of got a little intimidated, like shit. That's why I went into, right? So he was just like, I know, man, I don't want her to, right? So he conducted his plan, right? And I don't want nobody really. Yeah.
That is incorrect.
All right, sir, take it away.
Take
it away.
And the button over.
Listen, right? I was looking out for her best interest because, dog, I'm in second form and I have no care in the world. She's in fifth form and she have CXC coming up, And instead of she go study for she CXC, she look on the, the young stud.
Proper little boy.
So now what I did, right, is I, I faked my death. Let's go with that.
That's not what happened, guys.
It was one of the plans.
So
shoot yourself in the foot.
I really thought this was going to go into Timon. She saw Timon and she wanted Timon.
It going somewhere.
No. So this is between the time, right? And they had free texting, right? So yes.
That would have been 5 to 6.
Mm-hmm. So we came up with this plan to say that yes, because I had to his own wasn't working and he was determined that he's leaving this young lady, right?
Funny enough, the further y'all go along, I kind of remembering this story. Yeah, go ahead. Let me hear it with the text.
So no, he's trying his best to figure out how to, lead this girl. So I said, all right, bet this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna ignore her texts, right? And just go home. It's the weekend, it's a Friday. We just ignore it, right? So he ignoring her text while we heading home. We get home and she's still texting and calling and he not answering nothing, right? So she messaged me because I don't know she had my number, right? So she messaged me and I'm telling her, yo, I don't know what happened, but Jaron got into a fight down the road and it was like real heated check, and his ex Pashtun, she kind of like was like trying to calm him down and stuff, and they ended up catching bus going back to Newfield and he in a real vulnerable state, you check. So, and I know she trying to get at him. So she's like, I'm trying to get him. I'm like, I don't know. Like I saw them up the hill talking. So and then she went home, she went by him, but yeah, I don't know. So we there watching them texts and phone calls coming on, we laughing and dying. And then she finally decided when he came back the next week or the Monday so for school, she just cut things off with him. And after she done move on, focusing on her work and stuff, this man was all like, man, I shouldn't have done that, no. And I'm just like,
watch you back.
No, what I like?
Son of a bitch.
I just came to my eye.
Yo, speaking on Jaron and relationships, right?
Jesus Christ.
Jaron, right? Jaron is the sole proprietor of toxic relationships. Like Jaron and Jessica were the most toxic relationships before toxic relationships were a thing, right? Because like y'all was talking about Jaron.
You don't know about Stressica?
My God.
You don't know about stress?
I hear the name all the time, but I don't know the facts that surround her name.
Right?
Wait, hold on. Make Keaal tell her what he remember.
All right. But remember that she named me Stressica, right? I remember that every day that I see Timon and Jaron and this girl meeting or something. Literally every day. Like, I'm not even exaggerating. Jaron and she go and get in some, she cuss off Jaron, be Geraldine yard. I be wonder what Geraldine do. Geraldine come out and say they'll come. You know that?
Nah, me 15 years old, boss. 15 years old. And the girl come up with blood clot.
Let me be the first to tell y'all, I grew up in one of them stricter families. And my girlfriend and me had to meet in secret, okay? And them days and the time when y'all going movies and so tell your parents, yeah, me and the boys going movies knowing damn well even meet and girl and so. That was me. Because I couldn't bring a girl to Newfield in this house.
Bro, so
all right.
Wait. How's the wife doing though, Keaal?
How's the what?
How's your wife?
The ex-wife?
Oh?
Be like that boy, Sometimes life happens.
It's true, dog. Live and learn.
Parts converge, parts diverge. I like it.
Alive.
I'm asking how's the wife?
Yeah, I've been out of touch.
Yeah.
Huh?
All right. So all I remember is Jaron always telling me that he and this girl having it out at his house. In Geraldine.
You need to understand, right? This is never my fault.
Geraldine came home. It makes zero sense to me.
Bro.
But yeah, I can't remember the full stories, but I remember, y'all, real talk is that toxic shit people be talking about and so. This shit been going on with Jaron and this girl way before. Before Instagram become like the premier
before Instagram.
Yo, boss. MySpace, they look at that time, they were Facebook just they rise up. Big man Mark Zuckerberg now,
they didn't give out the government tablets as yet, so nobody had Instagram.
I put future on, bro. Like I put future on, bro.
You teach me how to be toxic.
No, he infected.
Bro, there's one time I in church or something, And so the time just look out the door, right? I look out the door and see Jaren and stress cats. I'm like, what are they doing? Right. So after church, actually church wasn't finished. I left church. I went
But no, I'm
outside.
gone. You're talking about over the fence?
Yeah. I left the church. I went out to see Jared stress and she have an army man duffel bag over her shoulder. So this is me. Okay. So this man tell me, yo, dog. So she down the corner, right? His whole family didn't go to church because they have a situation on their hand. They watching her from their gallery and she on the curb with a duffel bag over her shoulder because she just get kicked out of Geraldine house. And
No,
What
she
you
no, she
talking
got
about?
picked up
She
the
the
old
head on
lady
wait.
house.
When she the head on my Phyllis? I don't feel
Phyllis
it side
dog,
you
yeah,
talk.
she did. So I'm seeing Jaren. So she a good distance off of me and Jaren talking, and Jaren's like, "Bah, she just show up my house and duffel bag now. She running from home." So I'm here, so I'm here just like I'm in my church clothes now, trying to get the blessings from the Lord, but it's gonna bless me with some drama. You check? So I'm here
Yeah,
like,
y'all keep in mind this girl is 15, right? Continue your story.
so I'm here confused because I'm just like, this can't serious. Or her face like I've had it with my parents, and this is my only
Dog.
choice.
I like whole time, right, bro? Yo, I remember now, like I remember I was playing ball, right? And then like my hear advice now. I'm gonna say, boy, that sound like a stressica. But I'm gonna say I didn't say it out loud. A kiss
Yeah,
will say, boy, that sound like a stressica. I'm gonna say, boy, you know, I'm just saying the same thing. I'm gonna look up the road, right? I'm gonna see the car pull up. I'm gonna see the person there with a duffel bag. Far from the person now. I'm gonna see the person with I'm gonna see the duffel bag. I'm gonna say, yo, it's a can't be serious because that's my entire family on the fence.
the amount of jokes Jara gave me, right? In for me lifetime, right? For me young life, right? You check? Funny how you mentioned Jessica and Kishmel in one sentence together a while ago. But after you finish your story, you get to that. Continue.
No, go ahead. Because like the story.
No, me want to hear the
Continue.
story. That me want to know a 15-year-old what she try.
No. Yeah. Jara, continue the story then I can move on to the
Yes.
Kishmel Jessica arc.
The
Jara like
girl,
a whole anime
A
story,
whole
right?
anime story now.
the girl was she and she old lady getting some type of argument. I don't know over what. I don't know because of what. But the girl, old lady, kicked she out. And instead of she go across the road by
That's
she
best
best friend,
friend.
instead of she go somewhere else by somebody. I don't know now. Because then time they right, like man, this girl may already done now. But like she friend they try set her up, right? And because she friend they try
Mm-hmm.
set her up, like every time I go link my partner, like she friend will try invite you there. And then if she there, a free pump pump for me. So you know, like I am a man. I am a man. Like, why would I say no? You
Fair
know,
enough.
like bro, I'm 15 and I'm horny, bro. So you know, like I did it all the time. And boy, the girl come on my fetching yard. She was heartbreaking, bro. Cause I had to look my mother in my face, right? And my mom was like, Jaron, you plan this? No. And then I remember we went to school, bro. I like it was after like the whole thing like got sorted out. And then her mother came into school and we were all just standing there in the principal office. And the principal was asking all this shit, right? And the principal asked the girl if she loved me. The girl said yes. The girl mother asked if she loved me. She said yes. And then looking at me, and they asked me
Yeah.
they asked me the same question where I'm looking everybody in the face like, yo, you can't lie and say yes, but then like I have to deal with her more. So
Sick.
I said the truth, bro. And I said no. And that didn't change anything. The girl made still upon me, boss. Dog,
How much you didn't change anything? Hey.
I remember one time, bro. Like I was at my boy house, right? And she was there too. And the girl pull a knife from me and she told me that I fucking love her. And I said, yes, you're right. I fucking
Yeah,
At
yeah, like
15.
this boy, you boy.
and then she raped him.
Yes,
Cancel
yes,
Stressica.
and
Cancel Stressica. That's what we doing.
most definitely. Y'all want to lock up my boy Bill Cosby for not lock up Stressica? I'm not having it.
What was it, Bill Cosby?
Bill Cosby, Raz.
That's really who it is, bro. It's Free Pilly, bro. He ain't this shit.
That's a hard ass name, though. No cap.
Check. Like, yo.
Bill Cosby. Hey, y'all careful. Y'all sounding like y'all enjoying that name too much, you know?
You're right. You're right.
It's a dangerous one right now, boys. You can't talk freely, okay?
Come on, already on a roll.
You're right, boss. I'm trying to get canceled. That's my goal in life.
I've been trying. I don't know if y'all watch my Instagram statuses, but I've been trying for.
Yes.
I see it's working.
But-
Instagram is trying to grant your wishes, God.
Yo, that is crazy, right? Let me clarify something, right? Because I didn't post for a week, right? I didn't post for a week. And I go on Instagram. Now, mind you, I open this girl on Instagram now. So I'm like, yo, she was in town, whatever the case may be. So when they tell the boys, and I could have buy this stuff, yo, look, she here, whatever the case. Then this big message pop up on the boss. I couldn't even reload my feed. I could have answered DMs, nothing. So I had to post it up. I had to post it up on Facebook, then like transfer it over to Instagram. I post it up on WhatsApp and ask people, yo, somebody hack my account. Because I can't understand if I didn't post a status for a whole week, how you go block my account to check. I didn't even post anything that out to the way. Like, come on now. What joke will make with drink and
the man's
really
were monitoring your
honest,
phone and they're like, wait, he's about to make a move.
You check.
I
sense the intent.
The only thing I would like want to get canceled for is beefing with vegans, bro. Because I really don't like vegans,
Yeah,
bro.
but that should be funny, though.
Them niggas piss me off, bro. Like, why
Bro,
you looking
why
at my
not
burger,
vegans?
nigga? Because why the fuck you looking at my burger telling me
You know,
this
I
is
can
healthy,
understand. I can understand, right? I can understand if it's one of them vegans that just up in this shit, pushing the pizza narrative, like, oh, you kill that
Yeah,
animal.
nigga.
Yeah, it's you know,
Bro,
it's them.
like-
It's only them. Only
But
them are the people that
if
beef
you're
with.
yeah, because I'm like, if they're just being a vegan for being healthy sake, I guess I wouldn't mind. You check. I don't care.
I had a boy, right, who was a vegan, bro. I met him when I first moved to New York. That's before I went to Canada, Ev. That's before I kicked that nigga down. Yo, I really lived a fucking life. But anyways, bro, like son, right? Like if he didn't take his supplements, bro, that nigga would just sleep all day. I'm like, bro, like you killing yourself, bro. Like he needs supplements, bro. Because nigga, bro, that nigga was not healthy, bro.
Bro, my only beef with vegans is that their marketing strategy just not working and they need to change it. Because stop trying to compare your grass to meat. Just create your own
I'm
thing.
like, call it something else, bro.
Call it something else. Just say, yo, this is a veggie patty, and then move on, bro.
Yeah,
it tastes like meat. It tastes like chicken. It tastes like pork.
Nigga, I can taste the difference between an Impossible burger and a regular fucking burger, bro. That shit pissed me off. People be lying to me, bro.
But they don't taste bad though.
I haven't had
they don't taste
Impossible
bad.
burger. I haven't.
No, it doesn't taste bad. That's what I'm saying, because I was doing like, not for the sake of like saving the planet thing, but I tried this vegan thing for like a year. I think this was like 2019. That I translated over to more vegetarian. So really and truly, I don't eat chicken, and so I eat fish and that kind of thing, right? That was more for the sake of me just being healthy and that kind of thing. I got into working on more, and I was getting results the way I was.
Bro, keep eating that vegan shit, bro, and you're gonna grow a titty. I'm telling you.
Speaking of which, bro.
No. I'm not eating vegan. I eat vegetarian.
I swear the other day I was like on Facebook. It was Instagram. And I was minding my business. I was like, this guy look like Keaal. And then I continued going my business. And then I came back. I was like, that's Keaal. Keaal look rip as hell. Like, what Kenny feeding you? Houses for breakfast?
The jeans, boss. The Kenny jeans. The Gardner jeans.
Yeah, I don't even get caught, dog. The Gardners just built different.
They are built different for no reason.
Bro, I bet camera is the flash dog. You ever see camera calves?
Boss.
And things can cook. They can
pick
holes into anything.
The two-piece drumstick, you check?
Which anime character does have the engine and many foot?
From My Hero.
A camera.
Yeah.
I thought it a joke I just make both. Yeah, I just call it Ignom or whatever you name.
Yeah.
The Ignom, you know? Yeah. That's a camera name. It's like Ignom. Yeah, Ignom.
That must say camera can kick Chuck Norris to death.
You know, boy, real powerful. Yeah, Cameron's bang donkey in kicking contest and so.
Boss, I believe you. I believe you.
Yo, but that remind me, right? I tagged him on especially in an Instagram post the other day with the donkey, like murdering this nigga with bites, right? And I said donkeys are really the devil, right? And I think Timon should probably tell the story if he hasn't already on the podcast, where he nearly died by gut the time when the donkey and him back out in the wall in the corner.
Oh, yeah. John, you were there, right?
I don't know.
Okay, so it's the
Don't
time we
start.
were running some donkeys to the village.
Donkey
I
from
swear,
gangsters.
I
At
swear
night?
it start. Yes, boss. I swear
Oh.
it started with John and cousin were running donkey, and we were at the court, and we saw them running the donkey. So we like, why not? So we started running them with the donkeys. So now we run these donkeys all the way to the back of the village, and then there's this bush path, right? That certain trucks drive. So the only path is the truck tires that go through the bushes, and there's cassie trees all overhead. So it's literally making a dark bush tunnel into
I remember.
the bushes. So we pull up to the edge of the village, and these donkeys scurry off into the bushes, right? And in my head, I'm just like, all right, we clearly gonna stop now. Let's go back to the basketball court. But them little guys kept running. So they now disappeared into the darkness. And I'm just like, do we follow? Right? So John's like, boy, what's going on, your pussy? I was like, all right. So so now we footing it, right? So at this point, we technically all barefoot because we running, and to catch real good traction, you have to lose those slippers because you're gonna either slide and the slippers on your calf.
No, because
or something.
you need to like let them know, right? Because like this is Antigua, right? So back in them days, right? They wear rubber butter slippers on them, right?
Yeah.
So you know that's when they got the flip flops, when they got the shit between their toes. So bro, like you can't run with that, no. So you have to pick them there off and bolt. The good old days, dog.
Yeah, so
breaks and call them the
Boss's breaks. Bro, you ever have those riding bikes? They always eat out anything. They just always uneven.
That's exactly what for me. Darren may always walk her with a pair of rubber slippers with hole in the bottom.
With holes.
With big holes.
With holes. You could literally put like 3 fingers. I'm like, bro, what is this? Is your most vulnerable part of your foot. The hole right there. What's the point of these shoes? Anyways, so we run into the bushes, right? And them kids going in, and they're not just running in one straight line. They're running back and forth, side to side. And this is me. Just because it's nighttime, that don't mean no Cassie fall on the ground now. Right? So they're running, and I'm trying to keep dead center of the track because in my head, I'm just like, Cassie probably gonna fall. It's like highly unlikely, right? So I'm running after these donkeys, and we passed in certain areas where I usually take my time walking through, right? But now we chasing donkeys, so we running. We run this donkey past, got with the water run over and going over to the salt pond right area. And all of a sudden, the donkey, them stand up. So in our head, you just like, okay, what's happening?
Witnesses.
Right? So when we run this donkey must make some kind of sound. Then more donkeys came out to the woodwork. So now we kind of surrounded. So we here looking at these donkeys who no longer fear us. And I realized this is a fucking trap. They lured us into the bushes. Okay? And the donkey made such a grunt that donkeys don't normally make. That I swear the donkey it was possessed. And everybody took off, and them kids, they quick. They just
no. When the donkey stopped running, right? When the donkey stopped running and the donkey turned on, right? When the donkey stopped running, the donkey turned on. Like, first of all, Timo, when you're running fast and you try to stop, like you usually take a couple more steps, bro. Like, bro, when the donkey turned around, bro, I just stood up. Like I just stopped moving.
Bro, yeah, there's no moving forward a little bit more. It's
bro,
stopped.
no, like bro, like
listen to everybody listening to this podcast, right? This is not even a joke. You can't make this shit up. This is something that happened daily in Newfield Village, man.
Village Chronicles, I've been telling y'all.
No capping or rap right now. Yeah, I continue. Oh boy. Yeah, to me that's anytime I went anywhere with Timon and Jaron, like I never learned my lesson. He always turns a disaster. Like the one time I nearly broke my hand up my gut when I went with him and them all the time the pig run around the village. Like it's always
And me end
something.
up in a weighing truck that time.
Yeah. I need to find that video. I need to then Dropbox to find that video, dog. I was about to get the video about the pig. And I say, guys, judging by how the podcast has been going so far, I guess y'all can understand how the pig began to chase us. So if Camera, Timon, Jaron, and I were all together and the pig was just there minding his business, y'all take a wild guess and guess who decided to throw a stone and bust the pig
See, it wasn't me because I had an encounter with the pig before, so I know what they were capable of, but I wasn't gonna be the
Timon,
pussy.
they have a whole nigga that limp in Newfield become pig bites up his foot. I've been known to
What
fuck with
pig
the
bite
pig, but
up
only
somebody's
one
throat?
man. Foot.
Oh, foot. Oh,
Yeah, so
I
the
mean,
big man bites up like between
rewatch.
his groin area. Like the man not safe, right? For anybody wondering, but it bites like his inner fence so right he can't walk properly right now. So I'm saying like
This
all of us knew this person and this story, and there's only one person sick enough in their mind among our group to still decide, hey, I'm gonna bust this pig eye
I
with the
wonder
camera.
who.
Yeah, I wonder who too.
Yo, and the thing is
Pecky.
though, we walking on back road now, and we see the pig, and the man stoning this pig, right? And this is me. This is not gonna end up well. So I'm getting ready to run, right? So I'm still following them, but I'm at the back. Because I know if that pig start running, I have to clear a distance. And if that don't work, I have to climb a tree. Right? So I'm already scoping out any decent tree that's not a Cassie tree at this point. So they throwing stones and they run the pig around the corner and the pig just baiting them up and taking out the blows,
This
right?
man says they know. The man he says they throwing stone now. Only one man that throw stone now.
I wasn't. That's the important part.
The man, and now you the man that me see try climb on puppetry before.
That's different.
Wait, are this a wild pig or somebody pig?
So, like, bro, so everybody know, right? So, like, all of us will, and all of us have that like built-in like danger sense to check, know that all right, it's time to run or whatever
Time to
the case
run.
may be. But in camera, it's dialed up to 10. You check? So when everybody was running, Puna, my uncle, right, in our yard, we had a big white truck there. So when the pig rushed us, right, all of us decided to jump in the back of the truck. All this time I sliding down and Tim and John grab man and pull me up, right? Pig jumping for biting foot. So the first thing that when we get in the back of the truck, we say, yo, where the fuck is camera, chest? So it's a block, right? Think of it like a block. When I look across the road, camera was nowhere to be found. Camera was on the other side of the block to our left now. So by the time we jump up in the back of the truck, camera don't clear half the village, reach around the other side now.
Bro, y'all don't even understand the distance this boy cleared.
No, you know what is scary about it? So with pigs, pigs are not like dogs, you check. So with dogs, when you're running from a dog, you can take a sharp corner or whatever the case may be, and you can like trip up the dog. For some reason, pigs have hooves.
That boy they run sideways.
Yes, they have hooves.
Because right, when we were running from the pig and we bust the sharp corner, army hit behind it.
Yeah, crotch up the ground.
No man drift around the corner, not yo, no joke. The pig drift around the corner. So this is where our group split on top Lion Hill. So on top Lion Hill, right, when we were there, I honestly thought, dog, swear to God, I thought we were dead, right? So we screaming like bitches, right? Like real bitches on top Lion Hill. Shelby and them can testify. Scream like girls. You just swear girl, they get raped. But when the pig reached, like it's like a T junction, right? When the pig reached the T junction and Cameron I split, right? And Timon and Jaran went the other way, the pig run Timon and Jaran. I mean, I have my theories as to why they run Timon and Jaran. You know what I'm saying? I'm not calling no name.
That boy remember Jaran. Me calling him. The boy remember Jaran.
Somebody must the pig eye. So when the pig run Timon and Jared, I mean look down Lion Hill now. Camera done in the base of the hill now. Mind you, me till at the top of the hill, I try to run for catch up with camera. Whole time I reach the bottom of Lion Hill, we can hear Timon a scream on top of Lion Hill.
I would just like to say I am a changed man now, and I have found the Lord.
You're not the same man that kicked down some man down a flight of stairs or something.
That was like 3 years ago. And buddy need to understand, right? I don't care if you're bad here, but you're not bad when you're in front of me.
This guy's
Where
ignorant
you
now.
bully Jaron.
Long time it up.
No, cause boy, then think that gangster, right?
Thing
Boy,
on
then
this
think that
one.
gangster, cause they're with people and think that they can stop me. Man, ain't nobody can step. Bro, the fuck, bro.
Bro, this man tell me a time he get into this argument with Kishbel, right? And they arguing. They literally live right next to each other. They shouting. And the man's like, yeah, hold on, dog. I'm thirsty. Go home, drink water, and come back and start cussing again. I'm like, you all had to, you know how hard it is to keep an angry demeanor?
You check.
It's
Bro,
literally you
first.
having,
Nah, cool. You need to understand, bro. That back in them days, bro, like them niggas was my brothers, bro. And you know when you and your brother like follow, right? Like, although you hate the person, no, you still love them because like, yo, like they've been there or whatever. But fuck them niggas now, bro.
Right then, fuck them kids.
Wait, that's the one that they moved to Paramount or something?
yes, that's
Yeah.
Shaggy's son, Kishmel.
He's
Kishmel,
to live in Newfield?
I think, I don't know, he between. Is not so?
I
Yeah.
really don't know.
Are you in a new field? Like, yeah, well, you supposed to tell
What
us.
you
You
want it?
Big man, like the other day we walked down Newfield, go down down court, and everybody asked when we they study now. Study? After we reach out for work, a workout, then go bed, probably play some games, and then weekend, man's hit road, you check. So
Nah,
like we didn't really walk around Newfield or so like that, no.
they don't know that you're out
Them
here
days,
working.
them days done, you check. Them days are near death experiences also. And people every time will run if you get run like dog and calls. Like nigga, the question is what we haven't been run by, you check?
You know,
Because this is
I can't-
insane at this point.
I
Now.
can't even
Chicken
tell us I
afternoon.
jump or fall on, dog. I'm not even
bro, I'm
exaggerating.
happy. I'm happy that my little cousins, bro, my nephew, and so like they continuing the tradition of just being some like badass niggas, bro. Like I'm happy as hell that they doing that because like, bro, like like the world is getting soft, bro. Like it's getting soft,
Sensitive.
bro. Yeah, like bro, like they rough as hell, bro.
Vanilla, they're
Bro,
very
I see my
vanilla.
nephew. I see my nephew, bro, like his bike looking crazy, bro. Like I left him a frame, right? It wasn't sprayed or anything. The boy signed that off. The boy spray up the bike. He had some extensions and shit. I was like, bro, like, yo, your bike banging more than how my bike used to look, but I know it's not faster than my bike, bro. Cause he got a free wheel, little bitch.
But dog, real talk about all those talking about just a while ago when it comes to like the new generation, especially being soft and whatnot, right? It's crazy because I find it strange too. But then again, I think it depends on how you were raised. You feel me? Are raised in black families and you get car retarded, ass, whatever the case is, all that. You basically get like thick skin. Then on top of that, then you go school, man, and bash you like dog. You come school. You come for Khaled. Khaled pass the shot, and I man want me and Khaled the whole time he did school and scream pow.
Buzz
Nah,
Khalid used to be a
bro.
cute, adorable, chubby kid in primary school, right?
You know
But
it's
he
crazy,
was
bro.
Khalid was the fastest man, fastest fat man I knew, right?
They
And I
get
believe it's
support.
because of the shorts, because he just had more motion for his legs and him to move, bro.
Aerodynamic.
This
No, bro.
man
First
and
of
his
all,
body weight was just dragging him to the finish line.
It's a momentum. What really was juggernaut.
I feel like you're kind of off on that, cause like, bro, like as tough as y'all make me seem, bro, I'm sensitive as hell, bro. Like
We know, of course, we understand that deep down inside. Everybody's sensitive, but some probably,
No, that's how we handle it though.
How we handle it, right? Of course,
nobody
it's
on
not
the
good,
outside
right?
can see
It's
that.
not good to like bottle. Yeah, it's not good to bottle it up because that's will eat away at you on the inside, right? But it's like a case like we in a group, somebody do some shit, you're getting grilled. But you never take it personally because at the end of the day, we just jesting is all in, fun.
bro.
Like right now in today's world, soon as you make a joke, everybody gets touchy or whatever the case be. They start tagging with these social terms and all kind of madness. As soon as you do something, you're fat shaming people. It's just
Nobody
crazy.
like I'm like, bro, like who told y'all because something offends you, it's wrong.
After fetching third grade, right? Like I left Newfield School. I remember like I grew up around these niggas in Newfield School, right? So every day, like, boy, you ugly, no fuck. Boy, your mouth think. Like you just everybody just diss each other. Boy, your head grin, fetch, right? all type of fuckery now.
Yeah, Jara, the head been great.
But dog,
If you
you
owe me
really
like
need
a
to
steel wool,
understand.
dog, you gonna
You
clean pot.
really need to understand, dog. When my mom took me out to Newfield School, right? Because I look at her and I tell her I am not going. I'm dropping out to school in grade 4 because Miss Prince, fat fucking woman,
Miss
and she love for
Prince.
bang people, and she love to hit them in the back with she fetching
Which she fetch
70
your
pound hand
leather.
on them. Which
She's
is
all
70
leather
pound.
too.
Me no know what she used to have, but I'm tell mom that they could drop out to school because whenever they go in she class. So mommy moved me over to fetching St. John's Catholic, right? And dog, like I knew, right? I knew. This is what I'm talking about the dog. Because I knew, right, that I was fucking. I knew I was a dark skinned youth, right? Because all my little cousins of them, they light skin. The only person dark was me and Malana. And bro,
Yeah,
dog, I went to the fucking school, right? And dog, I never been insulted so much in my life. Cause my man like a dirty youth from the factory countryside now. Like my
These
wake
were
up about it,
high
I'm gonna
class
be ashy.
kids.
Ah,
Yo,
look
dog,
at
like
you.
yo, nah, them niggas bullied me, bro, until I turned fucking gangster, bro.
Yeah, they made you hard.
Yeah,
They
know,
gave you the
Jared,
shell.
honestly, right? The way you were leading this exposition on, I thought you were saying, yo, we come from Newfield School, them man is this in the head, green, black, no fun. Me say that you go take your condom, go St. John's Catholic, yeah.
And
And
they
then get
abuse half
some
the people.
just for your
Nah,
friend always trouble you.
nah, bro, I
Nah.
was soft. I was
He didn't
soft
use
back in them
nothing he
days,
learned
bro.
in school.
Bro, cause dog, you can't, bro. At that point in time, bro, like I
Yeah,
I
like a
was,
boy be.
yeah, I was a little boy, bro. I was skinny,
Well,
bro.
grade
I
4,
was,
how old
bro.
you be? You're 10 in grade 4?
Fuck,
Not
yeah,
even.
actually, honestly, bro,
Even.
No, about 8.
Yeah,
Right.
8, 7.
It's about 10, grade 6 and 5 or 6.
and because of my birthday, bro, I was
Yeah,
always
nah.
the youngest in my class.
Mm. Yeah, boy.
That's another thing, now, cause all them
Wow.
older than me, and so boy, hey,
And
let me see
everyone
that
out
kid.
here talking about my age, me anything to do with the mommy age. Well, but I see the little 8-year-old kids who walk around now, them man rude now.
Who no fuck?
Boy,
Big man, you can't talk to nobody pick me as nowadays, you know. Yeah, they talk to for their own good now. Listen, don't touch that, you check your poisonous. Don't make you poison my rascal, no? Oh, you be my mother? I'm like, yo, chill, okay? Chill them big show.
Oh, dead then.
Nah, I remember when I was younger, bro. There were two twins. There were two twins around the place, right? And one was skinny than the other, and the skinny one got in an argument with somebody, right?
wait,
You
new fish
talk about the
school?
ones from All Saints? All Saints?
No. Like this is an
Okay.
unrelated
Them to be
incident.
fine, no.
This is an unrelated incident, bro. And like this is like a pick a nigga still no, cause like I'm young, and the person look on him like look on for your hungry skunt. Say your mother have one bubby and then choose to feed the other fucking child. You need for go and drop down. But I was like, yo, y'all fucking young and bad around.
Hey,
You check.
first of all, she deserves some props, right? Because
Check. By the
there's a
creative
level
mind.
of creativity.
You
That
check.
only thing.
She put thought
At
into that and
grade
execution.
4, my Betty, she made on the principal list.
Bro, they smart girls be they clever dog.
Boss.
she
People
made
don't give
her on
kids
the
credit.
principal list.
Yo, and them smart mean girls, they on something else, dog. Cause like they so subtle, but they sharp.
Yeah.
They
Guy,
sharp.
fast boy.
Nah.
And she order half hour one buffy because she feed one. Look, yeah. Hey, y'all leave it on that in my arsenal, no. You just want to catch a twin that time.
What catch what? Oh yeah, what half? What uneven twin.
He leave from being twin, you check. He just have to be two pick me or whatever the case may be. Just brother or siblings or something, you check. Unload down upon them.
You know what you should do? I don't know if you have enough time in your schedule because you're a busy man, but you should start the podcast dog because I feel like I would listen to it for sure.
Yeah, them niggas. I know Discord chats, right? I was telling them niggas the same thing. Like if I do start it, we have several Discord servers. So we are one that Joey created. which we call League of Below Average People.
Oh, that look like a nice home for you, Tim, man.
Shut up.
and then we have Nuts Gang. And
Okay.
That's another home. That's a home for everyone.
So Nuts Gang is where shit pop off, and we have wild discussions. But the one that Joey have is where we have the more civilized, more serious type debates, and I will call it a discussion. Shit is type full debate. We talk about man sending literal statistics in the chat now from Google and so it's crazy.
Boss, add me in all. Put me in all.
bet.
Add me in all.
How about you niggas, dog? Yeah, shit's wild.
Nah, that's
What games I man does he play now? So? I said for the embassy Giant too on Fortnite, so
yeah, Fortnite is yeah.
Yeah, I play Fortnite once in a while nowadays because my PC
I
and
see
console
Jaron go
down.
to that the building now. Jaron sent a whole contract
Nerd.
playing Fortnite.
That's the one thing you learn from Teddy.
Yeah.
Bro,
honestly,
I have a strong ass gaming PC, right? And because I have it, bro, and I don't have any other games to play, bro. Because every day I say, boy, I'm gonna stop playing Fortnite. But then once I start playing another game, I get bored and I just go on Fortnite and I just shit on kids. I'm like, yeah, fuck you. Like that's really, bro. I'm a competitive person.
Oh, you're stepping on 10-year-olds. You proud of yourself?
I'm proud as shit.
Stamping when I no joke. Nah, but y'all man's like honestly, like when I look at Antigua, y'all, I don't have many people I think I have as friends except y'all. And Keaal is like the only one that's like really dear.
Yeah, man. When y'all coming back though, but see everyone rather often compared to the rest of you niggas. I didn't even come back to Antigua and that.
I have plans, man. I have plans.
You always have plans. You have plans for the last 10 years.
Yo, this COVID thing really slowed me down.
COVID.
Yeah, for COVID.
No, honestly, I had plans for 2021. I've been planning for like, I've been planning.
Honestly, man, we had plans to come back, bro. We had plans to come back, but then this COVID shit hit, bro. Like Keaal, bro, you know how I always was, like how my physique and shit was, right? And
John,
bro, like
thick now, no.
Dog, I'm 200 pounds now, bro. And I was like 210, two some like couple months ago. No, nigga, fat, bro. I came over here. I moved out to Antigua 160 pounds, right? At the age of fucking 17 or 18. I don't really know how old I was when I left Antigua. But like, bro, I left 160 pounds, bro. And I gained, bro, after this COVID shit, bro, I gained like fucking 50 pounds.
I surprisingly lost some weight.
It's crazy, right? Because people always think that height has something to do with weight. And I find it insane how Jaron said he was 160 and me and Jaron were around the same height at that time.
But Jaron, this hard.
Jaron
hard. You had a Gardner weight from you. You dense. Jaron never so dense.
What I'm trying to say, I didn't have muscle and so at the time. So maybe it's dense. Maybe you're right.
You may have mass, but compared to Jaron could have blown the wind.
No,
the only person that was skinny than Jaron and Brian.
Jaron didn't have fat, no. He had muscles. So it was just on him.
I didn't have a lot of like my body. I didn't have a lot of like weight on my body, a lot of fat on my body, bro.
So yeah, it was mostly muscles instead of fat.
Yeah, Brian does walk and their foot does whistle.
Right. Boy, Brian, another case, boy.
It's not now Brian trying to put some weight in her legs now since he in high school.
Boss.
Man, like, yo, how you get your thighs them so big? I'm like, eat gluten.
I meet Brian in Extreme a few times, right? So he does work out there, so and Brian has to do upper body.
Bro, that's what he love. That's what he love.
Brian do 2 sets of squats and Brian said, he can't manage.
Boys, that's it. Yeah, walk home though.
Yeah, I'm gonna blame nobody, dog. Leg they're rough, you check.
Yeah. Like I like doing it. I just don't like recovering from it.
Yes,
Nonsense.
I just
especially the
find that I
food.
have just stairs
So
and
he'll fuck
stairs
up,
and
he'll
stairs
fuck up with me,
everywhere.
right? Now, he'll fuck up with me, right? Cause y'all know to get up to us, we have to go up the stairs, right? He'll fuck
Yeah.
Oh
up
lord.
stairs, right? He land on Friday, right? So you know that if you do legs Wednesday, your leg feel weary the Thursday, right? But you don't get
Mhm.
the pain until the
Until the
Friday.
Yes.
weekend.
Yep.
Yes.
Friday, and then he
No,
soaked to the
no,
bone.
here the funny thing. All right, you get custom. All right, you have to go up and down the stairs whenever you get food and so. Shit, man, does primarily come on Fridays.
Oh
So me just
yeah.
have a hard back
And
Oh
then box
shit.
up and down for your foot must have
big
tremble
legs.
now.
Boy, me knocking, boy, it's crazy. So boy, me just have a special hatred for legs in my heart. But once I tell myself back to can be and Johnny grab away, feel me?
So,
So you have to push through it, right?
Nah, I like leg day, man, because it made me feel like an old person.
Nah, but differently,
this-
Keaal. See, I told you like
Yeah,
I'm all fat now, bro. Next time you
yeah.
see me, bro. Next time, like I'm telling you, bro, we coming back home soon. And when you see me, bro, like I'm gonna be in shape.
But the
I'm
funny
be in
thing
Hit
is
them
shape.
the
with that Wiz
Keaal.
Khalifa
The
physique,
funny
cause
thing is Keaal is he don't look bad with the weight on.
mm, I think you should keep it.
okay.
Yeah.
It fit. It's like it fit in with his height now. So he
Yeah.
more.
So he look
He
balanced.
he
Okay,
balanced
he's not
now.
England.
Mm-mm.
That mean not getting no more bitches.
He
Remember, they love the
definitely.
hard, skinny niggas, no Jaran.
Nah, cause like yeah, bro, like bro, I
Nobody
had
want nobody want no gangster that beat from them, you check.
Get out of here.
you know
Man, lean belly.
Y'all love them them John Jones looking niggas, you check where elbow them, they cut them above their eye kind of thing.
the 2012 Wiz Khalifa.
But yo, real talk though, if you go back to your slim like the skinny frame and you get that Wiz Khalifa new build, you start out.
Bro.
That's what
Yeah, so Wiz
that's what
Khalifa since he started training UFC,
Yeah,
since he
boy.
Yes.
started training MM, the
The
boy
boy.
body
Yeah,
looking
boy.
clean.
Bro, the boy got muscles and he just looked beast though. I'm just
Yeah.
like, yeah.
And the muscle
Yeah,
came
also
in like at the
Jaron, but look,
perfect dimensions too.
cause
Mm.
them boys had that evil look, you check.
Yeah.
That evil look. So he just make them look menacing.
bro. I watch Kevin Gates lose that weight, bro. So I know I'm gonna lose this shit.
Mm-mm. But you don't want to
Kevin
though. I
Gate,
don't think you
Kevin
should.
Gate, Kevin Gate. Now me have no choice, the boy. Me in jail, jail even this, right?
And not even that. And
No, I
he
think
tell
he
a
come out and
story
say,
Nah, he came
of
out
this
to jail
little
fat.
No,
this
he
little
can't. He
one
baby.
can't.
baby try to suck
You
off
sure?
Bobby.
Okay, hold on. Before we was radical now. I'm pretty sure he came out. He's like Kodak, you check. Kodak come out to jail looking
No, you
real
think about
slim, you check.
Gucci.
Oh, Gucci too. But Kodak came out jail looking slim too. Remember
Yeah,
when
yeah,
Yeah,
he
yeah.
got
But
no,
I
but
think
Kevin Gates,
Kevin
like,
came out and got fat. And then he said like he was holding his friend's baby and the baby tried breastfeed off his chest. And he's just like, yeah, that's embarrassing. And
yeah,
then the
I
boy
wasn't
said,
capping.
I'ma just
If you tell me what show you pick me.
Yo, the boy said the boy latch on to the TD. Our family guy moment there, boy.
If y'all think I wouldn't throw y'all kid away for trying some shit like that, bro.
Bro, it's
You
funny
would throw
now.
my child
It's
away because you
funny,
had TD.
Yeah, more the
bro.
pitch. You pick me far.
Bro, this one
Yeah, I
time,
understand the
right?
goal long.
But you have a pull on Hail Mary on that one, the boy.
Bro, this one time, right? I was sleeping and my niece Sadaya, she would come in when she was little and come and wake me up because mommy said, go wake up Timon.
Yeah, but
So
remember Shania, Tina like me tall boy. Like nothing.
I love
hate me,
Shania
dog.
so much, man.
But
yeah,
yo, kids hate me, dog. I don't know why to. They have to send some kind of evil on me, dog. I don't want the explanation. Me don't know what he be, but kids just not like me, dog.
I
What
get
the
along
hell?
well with
Why
kids.
continue? Yes, you do excellent with kids.
I know. So this one time she instead she come and wake me up, she kind of like Timon and I look over and see her and I said, what happened? And she just there just watching me, right? So I said, come lie down. So she did lying down, I'm there going back to sleep and she touched up my chest. I'm like, stop now. And then I'm sleeping, right? And then I open my eyes and I see this girl. She little at this point, a little baby. She barely can crawl. She can like when she gets to the bed, she can like hold on and
Hold on
stuff
and stand
and
up,
call
yeah.
names now and then. So it's like, well, I can't even say it's full name, but you know she talking to you basically, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, so she climbed up on the bed and then she did and she just playing on my chest and lying down. And I open my eyes just to see if she's not rolling off the bed or something. And I see this girl want to put her mouth on my chest and I was like, hey, what are you doing? Because like,
What
I felt her trouble in my chest now. And then she stopped.
Yeah,
And
let's
I was
prime
like-
the nipple, you check. You know, let's prime the nipple. Yeah, let's prime the nipple, you check.
Something different with you, cause Timon, like, I remember how skinny you were, right? And then when you got fat. But
Yeah,
Timon,
I
when you
don't-
got fat, bro, you didn't get fat, bro. Like,
You got thick.
you get that ass, bro. That ass. I just didn't
You
want
got
to say
thick.
it.
You
Timon,
got thick.
it's like, bro, Timon, like right now,
Big
bro, like
thumb, bro.
right now, like I feel like I'm in better shape than you because I've been working out, right? But like, for how long you been fat, bro? Like my chest, I feel I have more titty than you, bro. Like I have more titty than you, and I'm trying to figure out, like, bro, like how the fuck you got fat before me? You stayed fat longer than me, and like I have more titty than you.
And it, boss, the chicken, no? And then chicken and then burger.
See what happened is Jaron eating the chicken that had the steroids and Timon eating the organic chicken, you check.
Yeah, that's
So no
free range.
estrogen in Timon chicken, you feel me?
Like,
Bro,
Come to
ain't
Canada.
nothing in my chicken, bro. My chicken valid, bro. I could tell you exactly where in New York I get my chicken, bro.
Yeah, but remember, valid doesn't necessarily mean the lack of
Nope,
steroids.
nigga. I said my shit valid, bro.
Yeah,
And
you
that's
got
what- that's what
some
believe in it.
chicken fresh out the gutter.
Chicken valid too.
I think got the
know you see
chicken
how the
plate.
young girls in Antigua look when they eat KFC.
Bro, what's the thing with
Yep.
Antigua people and KFC and what the other spaghetti son name? Alfredo? What?
That's
Chicken
valid.
pasta.
Fettuccine?
Chicken pasta
Chicken pasta, yeah.
and
Because
KFC.
you see, that's what I love about women. You see, while I don't like the way men are portrayed right now in society due to women, the way women, portray men.
Yes.
Mhm.
Kind of like the lack of expectation they have from one. Because if you whip up a chicken pasta from a girl, she
And
just automatically believe
Pana.
it. Okay?
And roll a paper towel she
No.
used to dry it down, you know. I drip, my girl, a drip now. Oh, I
There's
tell you.
something about the son that they just love. I don't know.
I don't know what it is. But who tell them something special about chicken pasta?
Imagine if you for me chicken pasta.
I'm gonna take a nothing special about her. Like we explained, I just the lack of expectation. She just not expect
Yeah.
you couldn't do anything in the kitchen.
You check.
So when you whip out the chicken pasta, she's so surprised.
That's why
So
I've been trying to learn.
Come on.
The cooking
Yo.
Daphne don't need to pick up nothing.
That's
Boss.
why.
Boss. I'm glad you see him too.
It's funny because my dad is a chef or was a chef, and my mom cooks daily, and I didn't pick up not one shit.
And Tim,
You like people in the kitchen, though?
FaceTime me. Tim on FaceTime me at night for cooking tips.
Shut up.
Jared, if pay attention at the house, you not even pay attention. Do not kill
Nah, bro.
me.
Honestly, bro, I learned to cook from Phyllis when I was real young because I used to get suspended a lot, as y'all know. And when I got suspended, it was either I go on the road and go do some stupid shit, I go fetching the thief, some fetching Desi weed, or I fucking just cook with grandma.
Speaking of teeth, Jared, the steady teeth from Phyllis Little Supermarket.
Boss, Jolly Rancher, sweet, hey.
No, she does all the extra within mine.
No.
Me used to love when John pull up. Sometimes the boy pull up a stack,
pull up, right?
a full box.
So right, excuse everyone for his lack of what you call it.
Knowledge on the matter,
In this
yes.
situation right now, because I was just as gullible as you was. I said when we passed with Jara, Phyllis start running. I said, "Man, I can't take up anything over the store." Run the boy down with stickers on. I said, "Boy, Jara really out here rob the woman."
Well, now she have a go home too.
No.
Bro, the man, all you have to do is go home for the next couple weeks.
And Phyllis loved Jara, you check. So she never vexed with people too long. So Jara will rob she get vexed, and then the next day they're cool again. And Jara would sell. Jara, when you sell at school or something?
I used to buy me the teeth and sell to school. Just some extra money.
Speaking on that, boss, I'm telling y'all, this shit passed on, dog. It's not even taught anything. Maybe it's like circumstances make you what you are. But I guess y'all would remember a point in time in school that I used to come to school every day with a new hat, right? Because daddy was bringing the hats. And at this point in time, snapbacks may be a big thing in Antigua, right? So when we come to school and a man say, yo, me love the hat day boss, you know, whatever the case be, we give you a price, you check. You say, yo, give me $100, you can take off. You check. And then after a while, daddy come in and daddy one time just put on my hat box and realize my hat box starts. You check. Daddy say, yo, boss, we all the hat we give you, boss, they're expensive now. Right, but some of them are limited edition and so. I'm saying, boy, daddy may sell the song, may sell at the store. And daddy cost me. Daddy
Nah,
rang me
yeah.
off and so. I hear the
Yeah.
funny thing about it, right? You see the man with the praise me for my ambition and my business skill. And so you check. Instead the man berate me and give me licks, dog. Yeah.
Show them my money.
Yeah, hat game look different, the dog.
Bro, this my hat game is different for real, see?
The boy pull up in the baby blue Hornets, right? And I was like, yo, that shit.
Oh, and then man pull out the snake skin.
that shit was fire.
Bro, when the man pull out the snake skin, right? I was like, nah, get this guy out of here.
Fuck,
The
Master
Hornets
Flex.
came by the half of me, boy. Came not survive the Hornets, they in a hurry, boy.
Oh, man, that's really
By the
hustle
other
for that
side-
hat, you know.
That's what I'm telling you. Some boy, they take that money. You know, after a while, he laugh him off and say, you know what, at least you'll make some money and I like your game.
You said, thank God for my head, me big.
Whatever,
God for my head, me big.
yeah.
Yo.
Whatever happened to that Panzer Timmerland, Roger?
He never come back. He never come back. But yo, Darren, he funny. He real funny.
Let's
Nah,
save
nah,
them
nah, nah.
stories for
Nah.
next time, G. Let's save them stories for Keaal. We have to have you back on the podcast for sure,
Definitely.
dog.
Roger, you son of a bitch. When I catch you, I'm gonna fuck you up.
Yo, no, real life, bro. I love Roger, bro.
Wait,
Roger,
this is not the same brother man that John tell me about that time?
Yeah, when
Yeah.
bros, wait, next time, guys, y'all got to hear this story next time.
All right.
all right, bro. Yo, hold up. You stop recording, but I just want to tell y'all something that was so fucking interesting, bro. So, bro, it was a day, right? Then time that man still in the school and so now. So, boss, a youth rally or some shit there happen. They fetching stadium. This stadium. You remember? Okay, then. So boy, meet up and I look at Cathy then, and like I'll get acquainted with each other. She give me she number, dog. So now after the everyone, I done tell I man this before now, but dog, boss, the fact that after me, fuck this girl in the she house. Roger knock the fetching girl old man out.
Bro, you
Yeah,
see?
that one, that's the story.
Yes,
Okay.
that's the
That's
story,
the
man.
story.
That's the
That's
story.
the story.
Roger.
I'll run that in detail next time.
Next time.
You need to understand, Roger, a different breed, the boss.
Boss, it really is.
Roger, dog.
Dog, the boy turned around for the friggin' house.
Bro,
Yo,
next
I'll run the
time.
story next time.
For
That's
sure,
true.
for sure.
Hey.
Boss,
I forget
The
that in
thing
the
is-
detail, boss.
the thing is, boss, like I want to talk about the story, boss, but like, yo, it's just
Oh, that's the same story they talk about. That,
Dog.
oh, God.
Nah.
Boy.
Y'all got to come back to hear this story. Y'all not gonna know when it's gonna show up, but it's gonna show up.
And Keaal, I'll come back here.
Oh,
Keaal-
Keal's definitely coming back for
Keaal,
sure.
no lie, it feel like it belong here.
Whenever y'all ready, I'll let y'all know.
Like when I first thought about podcasts, I had Courtney in mind to be on my podcast as a host because
bro, Courtney and Daniel will be all right. So let me tell y'all some, right? They have, I'm gonna give y'all some. Every time we meet with them, and so we have these discussions or whatever, they will be great. And y'all need Joey on here.
oh, bro, everybody's
Joey.
coming on here. Everybody's coming on here. Trust me.
Joey would be amazing on this podcast. Just find some topic and Joey
Bro.
get fine.
Bro,
Oh,
once I
man.
can figure out this Zoom thing, I got to date a teacher. But once I can figure
Yeah,
out this
I will
Zoom thing,
look into it for y'all to see if there's a better application that y'all can use. What will you use to record right now?
Yeah, Zoom. Everything on Zoom.
Do you have a computer? You use a gaming computer by any chance?
yeah.
So what type of graphic card in there? You have NVIDIA, you have GeForce on your computer?
Not this one because I'm running an AMD card.
Yo, this man.
So I can.
So
Yeah.
what I was going to explain, right? You you could record using that software, and we could use another application to
Okay, bet. I'll have to look
Yeah.
into it though. I'll
This
definitely look into
man,
it.
this man took out his 2070 Super and put an AMD RX 570 in his computer because he wanted to turn his gaming PC into a Hackintosh.
Listen
All
to
right,
me.
so
Listen to me.
calling Breakfast Club, we have a new ass of the day. So,
Listen,
so we have
listen.
a new ass
I
of the day.
did it so I could get access to Final Cut, okay?
I guess. I don't know if it was worth it, but
Is
I respect your ambitions, big fella.
nah, everything will get upgraded in the timing for sure.
It's like right now, the scalpers in it cocking me, bro. You know, long I trying to get a 3090 graphic card, boss. But no, they want 5,000 for it. Nah, bro.
I ain't even looking at it, bro. Because the other day, somebody tell me, yo, help them get some computer parts. They said they want something humble. So I said, yo, I'm gonna give you a 2070, bro. And they selling 2070s for fucking like $1,100,
Bro,
bro.
they're
Yeah, that
ridiculous.
is
Bro,
insane.
that's a
Because when we're
500.
building camera computer, right? We're building camera computer just the other day. And when I bought my graphic card, my 2070, I bought like 400 US. I got it at the base price, to check.
Damn.
Camera got his camera. We're lucky with camera. Camera got a 3080 graphic card for 800 US. We
Where?
found it on Amazon. On
Ah,
Amazon. Listen, y'all don't
that's
understand.
wild.
It was a period of a week we were looking to find the stuff, and we were just lucky enough to find it. Camera has a and here the funny thing is, the camera got a 3080 mini. So the only difference between the mini and a normal 3080 would be a difference of 10 frames per second. Big man, for me 2070, that massive, right? And this is amazing thing about technology as we move forward, right? How they can compact everything into a smaller package with the same power. We have a 2070 for me PC, and that is big enough. Last, this me have to buy a breeze for hold up the frigging graphic card. That camera
Dog,
just had a little
you have
mini
an
card.
MSI. You have an MSI card.
I have a GTX. I have a GTX. Camera has a
Yeah, y'all nerdy know, Tika. I don't even know what the hell y'all talking about. But anyways,
What do you mean? What do you mean GTX, bro? Because
we want to thank all our viewers for tuning in this week. Glad to have y'all continue supporting the podcast. You know, we hope to have more guests. Hope to have Keaal back because he brought some wholesome content to this. You know, anything y'all want to say?
I'm just want to thank you for having me.
Until next time, everyone. Y'all take care. Peace out.
All right, guys. Bye.
Later.
yeah, man.